Let's just let him do his thing.
He's trying
I'll tell you what, I have got the most tamest Asian water monitor in the world for his age.
It's climbing up.
Listen, he always stays pretty close to me. Here, Colin, try to get back and get me in the video too. There we go. There we go, Colin. That's good. But yeah, well, as you can see, and it's one of the main things when you got a monitor lizard and you want to let them walk around outside, biggest thing you got to worry about is people. If they see other people come up, that will spook them more than anything. And look at this. Kids usually spook them, and I finally got him to where he's broke in and he don't get spooked by people, and that's really unusual when they're this size.
Can we stop it at 5 seconds? Or 15?
All these people and kids and everything, at this juvenile size in the wild, he'd be a prey item. He's vulnerable because he's still small. Anything bigger than him, you know, his instincts tell him to run from it. And even though you have one and it'll let kids hold it and everything inside when they're this age, usually if you bring them outside and there's other people around, they'll bolt. I finally got him out of that, and that's unusual for one his size. Believe it or not, this guy here is an import. I don't know if he's captive hatched or wild caught. I believe he's probably captive hatched, but he was an import. And he's just a really amazing animal. It's really hard to believe that he's not a captive bred.
Can I stop it?
Be his tame. And I've worked with him a lot. Keep the video. I've worked with him a lot, and I've had my own methods for taming them. Like when they're babies.
And it just walked in the mud
puddle. Older one, it's not been socialized. It's all patience, a waiting game. You can't force yourself on them. When it's a baby, and it gets, you know, handleable, halfway handleable, I'll take them. I'll take them places with me. And if they start getting nervous or something, I'll put them up in my shirt. Put them in my shirt, or if I have a jacket on, I'll put them up under the jacket. And if you're out in a public place or something, and there's a bunch of people, of course that lizard's going to be terrified, but it's going to feel safe inside your shirt. So if you feel security in your shirt and you do that with it a lot, eventually it's going to get to where it associates you with security. Like this little guy, and then that's what you want. So you get that little baby that's a little bit skittish of you, but is handleable. Callan, keep the camera steady now. Callan, watch what you're doing. And anyways, but whenever it's just handleable, you know, put it up in your shirt or something. And even though it's a little bit skittish of you, if it's a little baby and you walking around with it up in your shirt like this, and you're in a place with a lot of people around, yeah, it's going to be scared. But inside your shirt, it's not going to leave that area because it's hid. And then that'll get them to where they see you and being in your shirt, even though they're a little bit scared of you at the time, after a while, going in your shirt, they're not going to leave your shirt if you're in a public place where you're surrounded by a bunch of people. And then they're going to see that they're safe there. So then it's going to make them start associating you with security. And I believe that's one of the most effective things I've done with him, was doing that with him when he was a baby. Once they get to where they're handleable and not real flighty of you, and you can stick their hand in their cage and pet them and whatnot without them getting too freaked out, then it's time to break that barrier. And you get them and you start like introducing them to a lot of new sights and sounds, and you want to try to get them as young as possible and start doing that, you know. But once they get to that stage, it's like a barrier, and then I handle them a lot, as often as I can. This lizard's my life. I'm a recovering drug addict, and I redirected my addiction to my reptile passion. So all my free time and stuff, I spend socializing and working with my water monitor Aura here. And check this out. He follows me. Because you know why? Because he feels security from me. So he's out in the open here, and he's still young enough in the wild, he'd be prey, so he feels kind of exposed, but he always stays close to me. And he stays close to me for one reason, because where he's a baby and I put him in my shirt, he knows I'm a safe place to be, so he follows me around.
Will we stop it now?
But I guess that's about all I got to say for this video. And I hope people can learn from watching my videos and be inspired. Thanks everybody for all your support. I've made a lot of good friends in the reptile community, and they mean the world to me. But I guess that's about all.